Good morning, members of the media, and welcome. We've actually been here this morning for the launching of one of the key components, as we put it, for the 400th anniversary. As you know, the pandemic has affected everything, and the celebration of the 400th anniversary is no different. There are many things that had initially been planned but had to be canceled, but there was one key component that we decided we could not cancel. It had a life of its own that we had to make sure it continued. And that was a message that was to take Parliament and the 400th anniversary of Parliament itself to our young people. The committee was made up of representatives of both members of both Parliament and the Senate and both political parties. The whips from either party were part of that committee, and the government whip at the time, his job was to bring together the young people, working with a representative from Youth Parliament, Ms. Mackenzie, and bring together a message that could be delivered to the young people about the whole Parliament function as well as the 400th anniversary. And what we have launched today is that project, and I'm glad to be here with these young people who put that together. I'll turn it over to Ms. Mackenzie. Tuckett.
Good morning, members of the media. My name is Mackenzie Tuckett, and I have been the youth representative on the 400th Anniversary of Parliament Committee. Today, I am joined by Webb, Jade Gibbs, Maya Palacio, and the Minister of Transport, the Honourable Lawrence Scott. My role within the committee and in this project has been to ensure both youth representation and to ensure that the language used is easily understood by Bermuda's young people. When Ministers Lawrence Scott and I first discussed what we could present as our project to the committee, we knew that we wanted a youth-focused. We wanted to ensure that these episodes would effectively educate Bermuda's younger generations on how politics works. And each of these ladies within our team have both contributed their time and effort in their respective ways to ensure that this project has been a success. I will now pass it on to Ms. Webb.
Good morning, members of the media. My name is Webb, and I am the project manager as well as the marketing strategist for this project. And my time here, I have been heading meetings with these girls, as well as being present for the voiceovers and the graphics, and making sure that everyone is on task and understanding what they're doing, as well as creating a strategy for the social media. And I'll pass it on to Jade Gibbs.
Good morning, members of the media. My name is Jade Gibbs, and I'm the photographer for this project. My job was to pretty much document everything that was going on, as well as create content for our social media channels, and just to create the whole aesthetic and the look of this project.
Good morning, members of the media. My name is Maya Palacio, and for this project, my main initiative was to get the younger people engaged and wanted to actually view the project. So the content that I've made is like a formula of all the interviews I may have done, especially during the pandemic, and breaking it down to make it more engaging for persons to want to view, and I'm cutting it in slices so that when it gets put on our content, it'll encourage the young people to come and view what we've done in terms of like educating everyone on what politics actually is. And so that was my main goal, as well as breaking down a lot of information to help with making these videos what they are. And what we really are hoping for is like a lot of feedback and for a lot of persons to watch these videos and engage with it so that we can all learn a lot more about politics.
Good morning, members of the media. My name is Minister Lawrence Scott. At the time when I was on the committee, I was the youngest member on the committee and wanted to find a way to provide education for politics and Parliament in Bermuda, because it is the thought that a better educated electorate provides or spurs or encourages better governance. And I couldn't have thought of a better team than the group of young women standing next to me to help bring this vision to fruition.
Are there any questions from the media? Can you tell us a little bit about what these videos are and when they're going to be put out to the public?
Good morning. The videos are a series of how Parliament works, and it will be put out to the public today on the Parliament's socials, as well as the government's social media platforms.
Are they all coming out today, or will it be a sort of staggered approach?
It will be staggered. Yep.
So it will be sort of a build-up to the 400th anniversary itself?
Yes.
Originally, when the conversation started, it would have focused mainly just on the 400. But as we started talking to the young people, they engaged more in that this is bigger than just the 400 because they felt this is a message that can go out to the young people to keep them engaged and getting a better understanding of how Parliament and politics works in the country. So this is the first, but we're engaged them to do another series at some point down the road. What's it called, series 2?
Yeah,
Series 2.
season 2.
Season 2,
Yes.
season 2. So there will be a season 2 as well. But they've done an excellent job on this first season.
Now, go ahead.
Sorry, just to interject. Some of the episodes that most people probably be interested in knowing is like how like a bill becomes a law, and also explaining like, okay, so what does the Premier actually do, and what does the Senate do, and what actually is, you know, the House of Assembly, things like that, that really break it down. And it's also in, I don't want to spill too much, but it is in animation, and it's just a lot easier to grasp and understand, which is why like having Mackenzie on the team is like so crucial, because she's still in school, and we all graduated, but most of us are still young persons here, and we and even we didn't know too much about politics. Like, speaking for myself personally, I was away in school, I knew a lot about Canadian politics, but none about Bermuda. So having this here is just so like beneficial for those who really, really just want to know what's going on in the island, or what things actually mean when they're being reported by the news and things like that. Like, what does this actually entail? So that's what we're helping to bridge that gap.
And just to add, the schedule for the release is to every Friday, to release one every Friday leading up to and to go past the opening of Parliament, given that our Parliament sits on Fridays.
Would you like to show a piece of the clip now?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, so we're just going to show a clip from the video.
Lawrence?
Yep.
I'm Lawrence Scott, member of the Bermuda House of Assembly, representing the people of Constituency 24 and Government Whip. And in this episode of How Parliament Works, I'm going to explain to you political parties and what they stand for. Left-wing politics supports social equality, fairness, and opposes social hierarchy. Left-wing politics typically involves a concern for those in the lower class and unjustified inequalities that need to be reduced or abolished. Left-wing political economics generally advocate a managed market.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just wrap up.
All right. So again, we would like to thank you, the members of the media and the public, and we hope that you will all find these episodes that we will be releasing to be beneficial and to hopefully fulfill our purpose of educating Bermuda's young people on how Parliament works. So thank you.